This is Roger Hesbeth, and tonight we are reading the 15th chapter of Joshua. So, wow, it's going to be a long one. The allotment for the tribe of the people of Judah, according to their clan, reached southward to the boundary of Edom, to the wilderness of Zin, at the farthest south, and their south boundary ran from the end of the Salton Sea, from the bay that faces southward. It goes out southward of the ascent of Akrabim, passes along to Zin, and goes up south at Kadesh Barnea, along by Hezron, up to Adar, turns about to Karla, passes along Asmon, goes out by the brook of Egypt, and comes to its end at the sea. This shall be your south boundary. And the east boundary is the Salt Sea to the mouth of the Jordan, and the boundary on the north side runs from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan, and the boundary goes up to Beth Hoglah and passes along north of Beth Arba, and the boundary goes up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben, and the boundary goes up from Debir, from the valley of Achor, and so northward, turning toward Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent of Adamummim, which is on the south side of the valley, and the boundary passes along to the waters of En Shemesh and ends at En Rogel. Then the boundary goes up by the valley of the son of Himon and the southern bold shoulder of the Jebusite, that is Jerusalem, and the boundary goes up to the top of the mountain that lies over against valley of Hinnom on the west, and the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. Then the boundary extends from the top of the mountain to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, from there to the cities of Mount Ephron. Then the boundary bends around to Baalah, that is Kirith Jearim, and the boundary circles west of Baalah to Mount Seir, passes along to the northern shoulder of Mount Jearim, that is Chesalon, and goes down to Beth Shemesh and passes along Timnah. The boundary goes out to the shoulder of the hill north of Ekron. Then the boundary bends around to Shikrion and passes along to Mount Baalah and goes out to Jabreel. Then the boundary comes to an end at the sea, and the west boundary was the great sea with its coastline. This is the boundary along the people of Judah according to their clans. According to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, he gave to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, a portion among the people of Judah, Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the father of Anak, and Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Shishai and Ahinam and Talmai, the descendants of Anak. And he went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Now the name of Debir formerly was Kiriath Sepher, and Caleb said, whoever strikes Kiriath Sepher and capture it, to him I will give Achsah, my daughter, as wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, as wife. When she came to him, she urged him to ask her father for a field. And she got off her donkey, and Caleb said to her, what do you want? She said to him, give me a blessing. Since you have given me the land to the Negeb, give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the people of Judah, according to their clans. The cities belonging to the tribe of the people of Judah in the extreme south toward the boundary of Edom were Kabzeel, Eder, Jagur, Kira, Dimona, Edidah, Kadesh, Hazar, Ithnan, Ziph, Telem, Beloth, Hazor, Hadatah, Kiriath, Hezron, that is Hazor, Amam, Shema, Malada, Hazar Gada, Eshnan, Beth Pele, Hazar Shual, Beersheba, Beziohia, Baalah, Eyam, Ezen, Eltolad, Shiso, Horna, Ziklag, Madmana, Sansana, Leboth, Shalahim, Ain, and Ramon, in all 29 cities with their villages. And in the lowland, Eshtaol, Zorah, Ashna, Zanoah, Egomaimanin, Tapua, Enam, Jarmuth, Adullam, Sukah, Ezekah, Sheriam, Edeham, Gederahoham, 14 cities with their villages, Zen, Hadasah, Migdal-Dead, Delian, Mizpeh, Joktheel, Lachish, Bozkath, Eglon, Kaban, Lanaham, Chitlish, Gederoth, Beth Dagon, Naamah, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, Ether, Ashan, Iphthah, Ashna, Nazib, Kiliab, Akzib, and Marishah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with its towns and its villages, and from Ekron to the sea, all that were by the side of Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod, its towns and its villages, Gaza, its towns and its villages, to the brook of Egypt and the great sea with its coastline. And in the hill country, Shemer, Jatir, Sukkot, Dinah, Kirath, Saanah, that is Debir, Anab, Eshanam, Anan, Goshen, Holon, Gilah, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, Duma, Eshan, Janin, Beth Arupua, Afekah, Umath, Kirath-arba, that is Hebron, and Zoar, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Carmel, Ziph, Jutah, Jezreel, Jokleam, Zeroah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halalul, Beth-zur, Gedor, Me'arath, Beth-anath, and Echtekan, 6 cities with their villages. Kirath-baal, that is Kirath-jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth-arba, Medan, Sekekah, Mishban, the city of salt, and in Jedi, 6 cities with their villages. But the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the people of Judah, could not drive out. So the Jebusites dwell with the people of Judah at Jerusalem to this day. Well, sounded like Judah had the whole area of golly. What is it we're having all that trouble with today? Oh well, tell you after a while. Gaza. Okay, so that was that. And now we're turning to Proverbs.